You know, the only thing I was concerned about, and I'll be honest with you now, and I've kept my mouth shut for 24 hours. The only thing I was worried about was that she would win. You would convince her that you were a better choice, and she would take you. And
but I've been saying too, I was taking you the whole time, this whole game.
No, I'm saying if she won. That's all I was worried about. I don't second guess you at all, because you're very smart. You're very smart, and when you stare at that wall and you put me and her, I mean, I can stand right here and you can put her right there and you can sit over there. There's no way that it mathematically adds up in your head to take her. Personal feelings aside. I mean, just...
So would you throw the last competition to me? Would you trust me?
Why would you want to win it?
So that I could evict her?
I honestly couldn't do that, because I do trust you, but it's the same reason I wouldn't ask you to do it either. But I mean, like, why... Let's say you knew you were going to the finals. Let's just say you trusted me. Why would you want me to throw it to you? Do you have some big grand thing you want to...
No, you just asked me if you're like, I wouldn't ask you, you know, wouldn't tell you
I think we should, oh my God, this is ridiculous. I think we should play it straight up, and neither of us take the risk, and you control your own destiny. I know what I'm going to do. I'm not sitting next to her. There's just, I mean, personal feelings aside for you, because obviously I'd like to see you win it if I can, but even setting those, it's impossible. That was quick.
I know.
I asked for the wine, they said when you guys are done.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Or he said I'll get on that, but it's Kenny, so he usually does what he says.
What did Erika say?
She's like, she's asking me if I would throw the last competition.
What? Was she going to evict me?
What's that? I mean, I assume that's what she's saying. You came out right when you say it. I'm like, why? Do you have some big statement to make or something? Why would you want to do that? I was like, honestly, I'm not doing that. I'm like, I want to control my own destiny. She's like, have you been saying bad things about me in the diary room? Because you know how sometimes you can tell by the way they ask questions?
What have you been asking her?
I don't know. She didn't get into it. But I was like, yeah, I said bad things last night. I said, because I blame you for evicting my best friend.
Really?
I go, I came here with a dream, you know, of him and I making it to the finals, and I think that, you know, you're responsible for swaying her.
What did she say?
She just had this, like, look on her face, like, you know how, like, you're in here so long and everyone's lying all the time, and then someone's just fucking honest? It's like...
Have you thought about what you're going to do if you win it?
You know, it's so overwhelming right now that I haven't, because I was so depressed about Will, and I didn't think I could beat you in this tonight all day, that all I've thought about is how I was going to convince either of you to keep me.
What?
I got to start thinking about it, you know. But, you know, I'll be honest with both of you if you want to, you know, if you want to know. And I mean, I got to think tonight, you know what I mean? I would much rather see you win if I can't. I got to really just kind of sit down and think about each person. Yeah. I don't know that I can beat either of you, but I just want to give myself the best chance. You know what I mean? It's really tricky because there's a lot of unpredictable people up there. of course, there's the givens, you know, there's, you have Howie, I have Will, and then there's 5 people who you just, you know, I don't know, you just don't know. Like, you know, the James thing is kind of, I don't know what that kid's going to do. Danielle, I don't know what she's going to do. It's Marcellus, I think, will vote with his heart, you know, but he's been gone a long time, and maybe he'll vote for who he thinks is the best player. She's I think that she is very persuasive, and she's such a snake, and she has good relationships with all those people. In that hand, you know, you don't want to be sitting next to her. And then it's tough because you're kind of like a demigod, you know.
A what?
Like a demigod. Do you know what that is?
What's that?
It's kind of like you're not really a god, but people look at you like that, and you're the goddess of this season. You know what I mean? Or you're the most popular player. You're the competitions, and if I went against you, I'd have to find a way to make people not think about the competitions as much. You know what I mean? But I really haven't thought about it that much. It's just that's just off the top of my head. I've really grown to like you, Janelle, and I really, if I had the option and it can't be me, I would really love to see you win this game. And so if I feel like it's an even choice, I mean, I'll definitely get rid of her. I just have to decide if I can make that math work.
Right.
But I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not trying to make a big statement.
So you don't think you can win either way?
Surprise me. I kind of don't. I don't know. It's going to come down to, I mean, the problem is this guy, he idolizes you and he loves her.
Erika.
He loves you guys. There's something about him that he thinks like, oh, the nice girl has to win and that makes me look better. And so it's hard. Howie, obviously. You know, and then, I don't know. It's just going to be tough for me to win. Marcellus hates me, and I just don't know if Danielle and James, where their anger is going to lie. Obviously, Danielle's very mad at her, but she has this thing scumbag, like if you tell her you're going to keep her and then you don't, or you say you're going to keep, you know, she calls it scumbagging.
Yeah, I know she did. So does Marcellus.
Marcellus, you know, and I did that to all those people, you know, so I don't know. I really didn't think I could win, so I didn't even, I was really scared to play you. And I think, to be honest, not to make you feel bad, but I think I got a little lucky that it was something like that. I think that's something
there's no way I could have won.
You had a disadvantage, you know what I mean? Like, if there was stuff with what happened this season and all that, I mean, you're the best at that. And so I thought it was going to be something like that, where you had to remember all this shit, and you can't be beaten in that. And, you know, so I'm really just kind of overwhelmed right now that this happened. Fuck. I hate this game.
I do too. I'm sick of eating this food. They said they were going to go grocery shopping for us.
Yeah, I know, huh?